Yo, what is up, everybody? And today we are back on the channel with some more Madden 26 CFM with our Tennessee Titans. And today we have a good one as we are traveling to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars to start off our second divisional series of the season. So far, we're 2-0 winning against the Colts. We got that season sweep early on, so looking to continue our divisional winning streak in this season and just this series overall. I mean, we've only lost one divisional game and we weren't even playing our starters, so does it really count? I mean, it does record wise, but like, does it really count? In my head, nah. But on the other hand, Jackson Dart, not the greatest start to his Titans career in that cyan uniform, or I guess for this practice specifically, that red uniform. Not the best start. I mean, well, he had a decent start. It was not a good end, I should say. He started off last week he had over 250 passing yards and like three touchdowns going into that fourth quarter, and then coming out of that fourth quarter, all of a sudden he has three interceptions and a loss on his record. So hopefully today after the bye week he can rebound and we can continue our divisional dominance in the AFC South, because if we don't win today and it's Jackson Dart's fault, there will be some problems, and the Titans fans will be probably calling for his ad, and that will not be good as we throw on our throwback unis. So that's how you really know today better go good, because if Jackson Dart loses to a divisional opponent in the throwback unis, yeah, we got a big problem. There's a big problem there as we scroll through the superstar abilities. And as you see here, it is a rainy day in Jacksonville, Florida, as the Jags get ready to kick it away with Cam Little there, where Le'Veon Moss will have the return here. He'll have a decent return as Marcus Harris gets a block, but it does not go very far. And our drive will start off at the 27-yard line as, wait for it, like always, we hand it off on first down to Tony Pollard, who gets a good gain of first down and some broken ankles along with it. And before I really get into all this commentary, I do want to say I don't know if you guys saw. I would suppose that you guys probably did see, because I don't think I have any like 5 minute gangs here who are just waiting for the video to come out. But for some reason I already released this video as Chickasee Okonkwo breaks a couple tackles there, gets it up to the 42-yard line. I already released this video, but I unfortunately had to take it down because after I released it, I usually always check the video to see if everything's working fine, or I just look at it for a couple of minutes to see how the quality's pulling up. And something I realized is that for some reason there was like no audio for my voiceover. I don't know why, as we get underneath to Tajay Spears there on 3rd and 6 for a first down. I don't know why there was no audio. I literally checked it, and for some reason, like, I heard all the music audio that I put in as Tony Pollard gets a first down. He tries to cut back outside, but takes too hard of a cut. He gets tackled there by Caleb Ransall. Now 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line. Jackson Dart dropping back, going for Alec Onyemar. Big drop. But like I was saying, I don't know why there was no audio for my voiceover. Hopefully it works this time, and I definitely do remember making the voiceover last night, so I don't know where it went. I can't really speak on that, but hopefully it's here as 3rd and 10. We go in the true 5 wide formation. Jackson Dart going for Calvin Ridley, and the refs say he has the first down, probably by a couple of centimeters at best. Is now 1st and goal from the 7-yard line. Jacksonville dialing up the blitz, and Jackson Dart just gets it away, and luckily it wasn't too good of a throw, or that might have been picked up there. Is now 2nd and goal from the 7-yard line. Jackson Dart going underneath for Chickasee Okonkwo, who has a step, but he slips up at the 2-yard line. Now 3rd and goal from the 2 play clock winding down. The Titans and Jackson Dart take their first timeout to kind of save a 5-yard mislead, as now off the Wildcat we go to Alec Onyemar, who will be easily in to the end zone for a touchdown. And just like that, The Titans will take a 7-0 lead on the Jaguars with 2 minutes left in this first quarter as Travis Hunter will just sit on it and let the ball come out to the 35-yard line. Now Trevor Lawrence in the single back looking for the play action here, rolling out of the pocket as a man wide open downfield, going for BTJ, who has the ball, and he is going to be going, and nowhere close to being caught and gone. Wow. Jackson Dart trying to prove that he really deserves to be in this Titans uniform here, and Trevor Lawrence is not going to be making it easy, especially when you have those 95 speed plus wide receivers. So, oh my goodness, Le'Veon Moss just got hammered. But like I was saying, it's not going to be easy when they have all those 95 plus receivers. But why have a 95 plus receiver when you can have Chickasee Mokakwo, who had topped somebody, and he tries to break one more tackle to be gone, but he can't. But it's going to be good enough as we get it down to the 11-yard line. Now Gunnar Helm in motion. Jackson Dart throws it just to him. Gunnar Helm is going to be looking for the end zone, but he's held short just by a yard or maybe a couple of inches. Now first and goal from the 1-yard line. Jackson Dart going for Gunnar Helm again, and he will be into the end zone this time. And I guess the tight ends were all we needed to score that drive. A pass to Chickasee and Mokonkwo. Then we got two shorts to Gunnar Helm, and if we can keep that up, Jackson Dart and this offense are going to be looking pretty for the rest of this game, especially in the rough conditions that we already have as Trevor Lawrence off the play action again, going underneath for Brayshaw Tootin, who has a grab, making a couple Titans defenders miss as he gets it to just about the 50-yard line, but the refs say he's 1 yard short at the 49. That was the last play of our first quarter as now Trevor Lawrence dropping back to pass. He's almost sacked there by Jeffrey Simmons. He has to watch out, maybe get that ball out a little bit faster. As now 2nd and 10 from the 49-yard line. Trevor Lawrence, watch out! And I gave you the warning already. You did not heed my advice as Jeffrey Simmons fully gets home there. Now 3rd and 23 from the 37. Trevor Lawrence, oh my goodness. Almost made an errant throw there, but it's forced out as the last second as Logan Cook will punt it away here to Kim DK, who will have a chance at a return, try to make something special out of it, as he will do exactly that as Kim DK is on the left sideline, and he is going to be on a runaway train that is going to stop no time soon as he does his little backflips in the end zone. And just like that, the Titans take a 21-7 lead with 7 minutes here in the second quarter. And a fun fact about that, that was my first punt return touchdown of all of Madden 26. I honestly, if I'm really keeping it a buck, I don't think I had another punt return touchdown all of Madden 26. So to have my first one come with like 2 months left before Madden 27, that's probably a good sign for Madden 27 because it's showing I'm locked in with my punt returns now as Trevor Lawrence takes a shot for PTJ, and it's almost picked off by Benjamin Morrison. He dropped the ball, and even if he did catch it, didn't look like he had 2 feet down anyways. It's now 3rd and 9. Trevor Lawrence goes underneath for Brayshaw Tootin, who will hang on for a good grab there and get the first down. Now 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line off the RPO, handing it off to LaQuit Allen, the backup, who's into some space. LaQuit Allen trying to escape, and he gets taken out by Chiadobe Awuzie there and some friends. Is now 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. Trevor Lawrence handing it off to the starting running back, this time Brayshaw Tootin, only gets a short 2-yard gain now at the 27-yard line with the play clock winding down a little bit. Trevor Lawrence, oh my goodness, almost put the ball in harm's way as Jalen Waddle gets absolutely smoked there by Chiadobe Awuzie. Is now 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line. Off the play action, Trevor Lawrence has decent success with that today, and he will try to have success with it again, but they will call it out. But the Jags do call for a booth review. Let's see what happens here, and the refs do call it a catch. And surprisingly for this Jaguars and Titans rivalry, the Jaguars are the only team in this league who have successfully gotten booth review calls against us. They have done it twice, or I guess they've done it more than 2 times, but every time they've done it, it's worked out as Trevor Lawrence is going to break a sack, but then get sacked again by Mr. OO. Now, just like that, it's 3rd and 20 from the 3rd and goal from the 20 as Trevor Lawrence is under pressure. He pump fakes and he gets sacked again. The same formula 2 plays in a row. Will have the ball all the way back at the 31-yard line as the ball is sailing, and Cam Little will miss it. And just like that, as it looked like the Jags had a touchdown in their sights, two almost hero ball plays from Trevor Lawrence get turned into sacks anyway. And then Cam Little, the guy who's really supposed to be their kicker, sails it. And I guess that's the first time we've really seen the rainy conditions be put into full thought today, as now second and 10 from the 47-yard line, going outside for Alec Onyemeyer, who will have the first down and a little bit more. Getting it to the 33-yard line is now Jags looking like they're dialing up a blitz, which they will do as Jackson Dart going over top for Ridley, and it was just overthrown by a couple of yards there. It's now second and 10 from the 33-yard line, handing it off to Tony Pollard, who cuts back inside. Tony Pollard will fight for extra yardage, and the rest will say he has it. It's now first and 10 from the 23-yard line. A minute left till halftime. Jackson Dart off the play action here, going for Calvin Ridley, but he sails it again. Calvin Ridley might be getting a little frustrated there. It's now second and 10 from the 23-yard line. Out of the pistol, going for Okonkwo, and it's sailed again. Maybe this time we're a little happy to have it sailed, because that had a good chance of getting picked there. Is now third and 10 from the 23-yard line, going outside for Calvin Ridley, who will be caught in an amazing tackle and not have the chance to get a first down. Is now 4 for 1 from the 14, lining up to go for it. We call a timeout, but we line up to go for it again. Jackson Dart in the 5 wide, taking it on the quarterback blast, evades one tackler but runs into the next, as we would have had it if not for Lloyd Kushner. But hey, man, our defense has been playing good today. We need them to keep doing that. It's now first and 10 from the 14-yard line. Brayshaw Tune has nowhere to go on that screen pass. It's now second and 9 from the 15-yard line. Trevor Lawrence dropping back to pass. He's almost sacked there, and he would have had his man Travis Hunter if not for Jonathan Grenard. It's now third and 9 from the 15. Trevor Lawrence dropping back to pass. Trevor Lawrence looking for BTJ as he throws it in triple coverage, but it will be knocked out of the hands as Logan Cook is on the field to punt it again to wide open Kim DK, who will have a chance at a return. Don't want to see what happened last time as he slips into a tackle and a blocker at the same time. But now, first and 10 from the 47-yard line with one timeout, we do have a chance to get into field goal range. And Jackson Dart will try to do just that, going for Onyemeyer, who has the grab. And it seems like he does it almost every week, or at least every time he plays the Jags, always before halftime. There's that big play as we're going for DK. High pass, it was in his hands, but he could not hang on. It's now second and goal from the 5-yard line. Jackson Dart dropping back to pass, going for Onyemeyer, who will find a gap in the end zone, and he will score. And I guess you can say that's another milestone on the day, because usually every time, or almost every time, or it seems like most of the time that we play the Jags, we always get a big play before halftime, but we just never capitalize on it. We always get some deep ball to Alec Onyemeyer out of the 5 wide, and he always catches it somehow, some way. And then we just throw an interception, or I guess every time it's been like throwing an interception or getting sacked as time winds out. But look, I guess we got some changes today. We get our first punt return touchdown, then we get that before halftime. So it's looking up for us as we come out of halftime with a 21-point lead as Brayshaw Tune tries to take it on the run game. It's been really dormant for him, so the Jags are trying to figure that out. Their backup running back has had success as Brayshaw Tune, and as I say that, it works out as he gets the first down before he gets hammered there, but didn't fumble, so that's good enough. It's now first and 10 from the 39-yard line. Trevor Lawrence dropping back, or handing it off to Tune, again, who has a 5-yard gain. Now second and 5 from the 45. They have not been using Brayshaw Tune too much because of the dormant run game, but they're starting to use him now, and it's starting to work, obviously, as Trevor Lawrence rolls out on the play action there, just throws it away. It's now third and 5 from the 45-yard line. Trevor Lawrence going underneath for Travis Hunter. He's lucky it wasn't picked off. We have made some good user plays on the ball, but it's just not working out. It's now first and 10 from the 45-yard line. Trevor Lawrence off the RPO to BTJ, who will get tackled after a measly 3-yard gain. Now second and 7, play clock under 10. Trevor Lawrence dropping back to pass again, going underneath for Tune, who will have another reception on the day, and he's showing up more in the receiving game than he is running. It's now 3rd and 2 from the 37. Trevor Lawrence dropping back to pass, going underneath for a while. Who will hang on through the contact. And the Jags are driving, and they're also taking a lot of time up on this third quarter clock as Trevor Lawrence going underneath again. This time for the backup running back Eli Rydon for an 8-yard gain. Now 2nd and 2 from the 25-yard line out of the trips. Trevor Lawrence going underneath for Waddle, and they will not say he has the first down. Cody Barton was almost there to get the pick, but he just missed it by a couple of yards. It's now 3rd and inches. Trevor Lawrence taking it on the run, getting outside, escaping from Cedric Gray, and he just runs out of bounds at the 11-yard line. Wise not to try and take that hit. It's now 1st and 10 from the 11, taking it off the read option. He gets a block. He breaks a tackle. He breaks 3 tackles as he gets a measly 4-yard gain. After all of that, he's playing his best hero ball today. It's now 2nd and 6 from the 6-yard line, handing it off to Brayshaw to, and who slips, and he will be taken up by Jeffrey Simmons here for a loss of 1. Now 3rd and 7 from the 7-yard line. A minute left in this third quarter. Trevor Lawrence dropping back to pass. Trevor Lawrence going for his tight end, and it will be swatted. An amazing play by Kevin Winston Jr. there, as now 4th and 7. Trevor Lawrence dropping back to pass under the pressure, and he isn't able to get it away in time. Too bad. Too much of an error throw there. Is now 1st and 10. We're going to try and run some clock here as Tony Pollard almost had some space there and he would have been gone. But he gets tackled at last second. So now 2nd and 7 we go for Alec Onumar, who breaks a tackle. Alec Onumar tries to work his way into open space, but it's good enough. We still get that first down. As now that will be the last play of the third quarter. And this will be the first play of the fourth as Tony Pollard has nowhere to go. He gets taken down for a loss of 2. Now 2nd and 12 from the 31-yard line. Jackson Dart dropping back to pass. Jackson Dart going outside for Chigazium Okankwo, and it will be picked off by Devin Lloyd, and that is not what you want to see. And so far, Jackson Dart is not showing us his best clutch gene as he now has 4 fourth quarter interceptions as Trevor Lawrence going outside for BTJ, who will make a good grab there. Now 2nd and 7 from the 33. Trevor Lawrence dropping back to pass, going for Travis Hunter, who drops it. Got a little too scared of the contact there. Now 3rd and 7, 5 wide. Trevor Lawrence dropping back to pass. Trevor Lawrence tries to get it away, and he's going to be sacked by Jonathan Grenard, and Jonathan Grenard will end this game as the Jags guy dips per usual. And Jackson Dart, he played amazing, but we got to figure out this fourth quarter because the fourth quarter and the games he's been in Tennessee is not looking so good. Like I said, 4 fourth quarter interceptions. Hopefully we don't have to rely on his clutch gene because we're gonna lose. Or I don't want to sound unconfident in my quarterback, but the clutch gene is not looking so good so far. But we have time to work on that. He's been on this team a short while, so I'm not gonna castracize him over it. But we got a good dub today against the Jaguars. Next up, we got the Dolphins CPU, so that's going to be a lighter game for us. So next time you really fully see us is when we're taking on the Broncos 2 games from now. But, I mean, other than that, that's really going to be it for me in this video. I hope you guys enjoy. Drop a like, drop a sub, stay cool in these hot summers. Enjoy the World Cup while you can, and peace out, yeah.